The problem is Corey doesn't want to have a conversation like that again because that conversation holds him and gets him to repeat things. Remember, I'm going to give you a little inside baseball. Okay? I was told then to not cook him that bad, to stick on the point and to play nice in this Christian community. That's what I was told. So rather than dive into his inconsistencies and hold his feet to the fire, I decided to play nice. And I went on his platform and we conversated, and it did not go well for him. And ever since then, he's been ducking and he doesn't want this conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, particularly men, particularly men on Christian YouTube, but just men in general. This won't be very long, but I've got to make a statement. I've got to talk about some things, and I don't know what's happened. I have no idea what has happened. It seems like it's been immediate. It seems like but this has been happening kind of trickling. This has been a process. The process that I'm talking about is men not seeming to act like men. And oh, by the way, men are supposed to act like men. And I don't have a problem with anybody the way they act. But every now and then, it just wonders like, wow, why do men not act the way that it seems that men used to act, that I'm used to? And this is something that Paul says. He says, be on alert. 1 Corinthians 16. And for some, I'm looking at one screen. I'm off centered on this screen, but I am centered on the other screen. But he says, be on alert. Stand firm in the faith. Let me slide over a little bit. He says, notice what he says here. Act like men. Act like men. Be strong. Let all that you do be done in love. But I want to focus on this point right here. Act like men. Doesn't that necessarily entail that you shouldn't act like women? Doesn't that necessarily entail that you should not act like boys? Doesn't it necessarily entail that you have to act differently? Because he says, after he says act like men, be strong. Now, what I'm getting ready to say, I don't care if anyone gets bothered by it or upset or offended. As a matter of fact, get offended. Get offended to where you go to the mirror and check yourself. And this isn't about one particular person, although I'm going to mention one person by name. I might mention two people by name. I might mention three by name. But this is funny. This is serious. And the reason what made me think about this is that if what we're seeing is happening to Christian men, well, then no wonder we see what's happening to non-Christian men. No wonder we see what's happening to not only non-Christian men, but Christian women and non-Christian women. Who are the people that are responsible for setting the tone on this planet? Can anyone give me let's take a guess. Who are the people that are responsible for setting the tone on this planet? It's not a hard guess. Yeah, I know we've got 35 different genders depending upon who you ask. But which group of people are responsible for setting the tone for how this planet is to operate? I'll give you a hint. It's not women. So that kind of narrows it down, doesn't it? It's supposed to be men. But not just men. What kind of men? Christian men. So that other men can look and see what strong men look like, what men look like. That they don't do certain things. They don't go after certain things. They don't speak in certain ways. They don't spend time in certain corners gossiping about people, wanting to be seen, boasting, beating on their chest. Look at me. I'm this, I'm that. I'm so great. We did that when we were kids. We did that when we were, even as immature young males. We did that. We acted a certain way. Look at me, right? When we were little kids, we would always, who's the tallest, who's got the biggest muscles, who's the fastest, who's this. At a certain point in time, you have to put childish things away, and we just have not done it. So it's no wonder that the world taking cues from us, because if men acted like men, in particular, if Christian men acted like men, then and they were strong, we wouldn't have this issue. Now, I'm going to bring up a couple of things to bring out some points. And this is kind of me, this is me responding, but I'm doing so for a reason. Now, How often have you guys, as a matter of fact, let me do something. I almost forgot something. I'm going to have to do something on the fly. How many times have you guys seen me? Is this it? How many times, let me push something right here. I don't know if this is it or not. That's not it. Is that it? Okay, cool. That's it. How many times have you guys seen me go after someone that has, and I want to put on the screen because I want folks who are not in the live chat to get a hold of this and to think about this and to see if we're telling the truth. How many times have you guys seen me go after somebody who's made a video about me personally? I don't do it. I don't do it because, one, nothing can be gained, and truth be told, two, I really don't. I really don't care. I really don't care. But me, how I would do things is, if there is an issue, then I'm going to, and this is if I have your number. If I've got your number or a way to get in touch with you or what have you, hey, what gives? What's the issue? What's the problem? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to use one or two people as an example, but this is not about one or two people. This is about men or males, because when we look at YouTube, and I mean Christian YouTube, regular YouTube, let's put over there, but just Christian YouTube. On Christian YouTube, if we see issues and we see there seems to be some sort of personality conflicts and some spats going back and forth, who is generally in the middle of it? 9 times out of 10, who is at the center of it? Is it not men? I don't mean calling out doctrine. Everybody should call out doctrine. Everybody should call out doctrine. I'm talking about personal issues. I'm talking about where it seems like their emotions are in it. Talking about people. It's men. Y'all remember this song? I remember this song by Randy Travis. That song, Forever and Ever, Amen. I'm going to love you forever, forever and ever, amen. And there's a part in the song where he says, as long as old women sit and talk, as long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. Well, the point in that was that, yeah, women do sit around and talk about men. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now it's men sitting around talking about other men. If it's doctrinal stuff, that's different. That is what you're supposed to do. But oftentimes we do this, or guys do this, to talk about other men so they can lift themselves up. I think that's weak. I think that's horrible. I think that's sad. I think it's a sad state for mankind when we see men doing that. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because we have that. And then on top of that, we've got men who are having emotional breakdowns on YouTube, who are doing soul searching on YouTube. On YouTube. I should cue the sad music. I should cue the slow music, the piano, put it in my, by the way, in the keys of minor. Those are usually the more somber keys. And let me play it slow and say, guys, I'm having to rethink some things because I'm not sure if this YouTube is for me, and I just don't feel a certain way, and I don't think this, and I feel that way. And you know what I want to say? Delete your account. Delete your account, move on. Delete your account, move on. Let's go back to what Paul says. Act like a man. Act like men. Be strong. I don't know if I want to do this YouTube thing. This is why, and it just hurt. And if I'm honest with you guys, I just feel like this and feel like that, and I feel like telling them, shut up. I feel like going back to the scriptures and saying, act like men. Be strong. You see this over and over again, where one man complains about another man, but he's not complaining about his doctrine, he's complaining about his personality. I don't like the way they do things. I don't like how there's one guy. Do I have it somewhere? I think I do somewhere. I think I do. I'm not sure if I do somewhere. I know I saved it. I was thinking, huh, that's interesting. And I thought about using, but no big deal. No big deal. But the guy's like, he's laughing at the fact that the name of this channel is Smart Christians. Who calls himself the Smart Christian? How we got to rethink that, huh? Right? And I laughed at it, and I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what? You have no clue why it's called Smart Christian. I'm not calling myself that, but I'm not going to spend time and go over that with you or anyone else, because fine, if that's what you think, that's what you think. I'm not going to spend time. But I do engage people in the comment section that disagree. Okay, well, fine. This can be either a lesson where I can be taught or you can be taught. You can get some understanding, or I can get understanding. But I've never seen it to where men have personality conflicts. Men, I don't. The way he walks, it just rubs me. The way he talks, it just rubs me. The way he looks, I don't like the color of the banner on his channel. I don't like what he seems to be getting at. I've seen men who will not tell you the truth. Now, let me just say this. There might be a few people in the chat that might have my phone number. There are some people that I have talked about in terms of doctrine who have my phone number. There are some people that have communicated with me. There are people that don't like me that have my phone number. And every last one of them will tell you how I talk, what I say here is exactly how I am on the phone. Now, am I mean and berating people? No. But I'm going to hold my stance, be cordial, and then let's see where this goes. I'm getting there, Gilbert. I'm getting there. Now, one particular person, I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm sorry, Trey. But by the way, Trey, you'll be able to testify to this. Matter of fact, I think I saw a chess champion. Did I see chess champ? If he's here, he can testify. Anyone that's ever texted me can testify to what I'm going to say in just a little bit. One particular person, I will not mention his name, but when he sees this, he'll know exactly who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. He'll know this, and I want him to feel bad. I want him to feel ashamed. I want him to repent. Not that he's going to hell for this, but I want him to feel like, you know what? Yeah, I was wrong for that. Having a conversation with someone, and they said that this particular person was upset with me, and well, not upset, or kind of upset, thought that Corey doesn't text. And by the way, even if you don't have my number, everyone knows, man, listen, me and text messages, we don't get along. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a picture, a snapshot of a text message, and you'll see over in the blue, 99 texts that have not been looked at or answered, right? Were actually looked at. So everyone knows this. This particular person felt like that. I think Corey's upset with me. Corey's, Corey's mad at me. Corey's what have you. This person, when he hears this, he'll know, yeah, I'm talking about you. I won't say the person's name. And you should feel bad because I talk to you. I've never, ever, ever shied away from I'll tell you in a second, Kelly, why I don't text. I do try to text. I'll tell you why in a second. But I've never shied away from talking to you with love, but also straightforward. If I talk to you, I will be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you where I stand. And the worst that could ever happen to you is I cuss you out. I don't cuss, but that's the worst that could ever happen to you over the phone. Someone cusses you out. Then what? Okay, your life still lives. The world still turns. And so the person thought that I was upset with him. I had a problem. I was angry or whatever. I don't know what's the deal with this guy. And then just cut off something, cut off conversation, what have you. And I said, are you serious? Because the person texted me and I didn't respond. First of all, the person texted me in the middle of a live stream. In the middle of a live stream. And because I did not respond, this is a male, I did not respond, thought that, man, Corey must be upset. Corey, man, what, we must be beefing. Something's wrong. Huh? Seriously? When you've got my number, you can, here is the Bible. If you got an issue, if you think that there's an issue, if there's an ought, what have you, go to the person. If you got something against me, this is a problem. Because it's not just this person, it's other people. There are people who they have my number, and will say, hey, I want to talk to Corey. No, you don't. No, you don't. You lying bum, you. I'm sorry. But yeah, you bum. You lying bum. You are a man not acting like a man at that moment. I'll call you, and if I have an issue, I will call you and tell you. Y'all, I played the clip of the person whose name shall remain nameless. Who? Okay, fine. You want to talk to me? Let me call you. Let me call you and talk to you. Are you okay? You really don't want to talk to me. As a matter of fact, do you know how you handle things when someone this is just me, and ladies, y'all disregard this. No, I tell you what, don't disregard this. Don't disregard this. Make sure your men, the one that you're married to or the one that you might be married to in the future, make sure they act this way. Do y'all recall this was, I think it was Friday afternoon. Who saw the live stream Friday afternoon, the Q&A live stream, and one of my best friends from prison calls me up during the middle of the live stream. Did anyone see that? Put a yes or a one if you saw it during the live stream. My friend called me, and I put the call on the live stream. So we're just talking back and forth, just having fun. No, listen, am I about to cry? Man, if I knew where you were, I'd come and hit you with joy. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not about to cry. No, I just noticed something, BC. I noticed something that's happening. But I'll say you all remember that. You all remember that. Do y'all remember what he asked me? He said, man, I hadn't heard from you. I was just calling check. See, were you all right? You good? Everything all right? Because if you really have a concern about something or someone and you got the ability to call the person and talk to the person, then you do so, right? I've never had an occasion, well, I should say never, but in the last 20, 30 years, what have you, if I have the ability to talk to someone, I'll talk to you if I got your number. If I don't, well then fine. And I won't talk about you personally. I won't talk about your wife. Won't talk about your kids. Won't talk about your money. Won't talk about your secret diary. I won't talk about your nickname. Won't talk about any of those things. We'll talk about the doctrine. We'll talk about the Bible. And I don't have to make it public. The guys that I've called out publicly about their doctrine, I've tried to have a conversation with them privately. I've tried to have a conversation with them. The problem is we've got men that just don't know how to be strong men. They're weak. It is an indictment on Christian males when my coffee cup Joey is more manly, stronger, tougher than you. And I'm gonna say that's the facts. That is a fact. We've got men that don't know. I'm just wondering, where is daddy? What did pops do in your life to get you to not act like men are supposed to act? When did it change? When did the rules change to where we want to just bleed on everybody, let our hearts open to everybody, and say, y'all, First of all, it's not wise. It's just not wise. I'm not saying you don't share with the people if you're going through something, but these little emotional ups and downs, and then people calling you out, people saying this thing. Well, listen, this is life. People say that social media, it's a cesspool. No, it's not. It's just like the rest of the world. The way people act on social media is how they act in the world now. And even if they show a little bit more toughness, okay, so why are you bothered by that? Who is bothered by the so-called keyboard warriors? Who gets bothered by that? Do you know how not strong you have to be to let somebody in the comment section or the chats or another video get you all wrangled up and riled up? I gotta put this on pause. I have to the microphone because I got a cough. I can't. Sorry about that. I did not want to cough with this loud volume into the mic. So what got me thinking about this, there's a particular guy, I don't know how old he is. He's been on the channel before. I made a video because another guy came on and was saying that I'm doing something with the Greek and like, well, do you know the Greek? And I said, well, he said, no, well, then you cannot tell me that I'm twisting the Greek or misrepresenting the Greek if you don't know the Greek. At least tell me how I've misrepresented the Greek. And I said, and I used another video clip where this particular person, Mahler, comes on and we're talking about once saved, always saved. And he says, well, you educated me about the Greek or about this particular rule, this Greek rule, and now after you educated me about this particular Greek rule, now I know you're wrong. Huh? Okay. That is an arrogant statement. It's an arrogant statement. Now, I want to play a clip. I want to play a clip from this particular person. And there's all sorts of bells and alarms that go off with me as I look at this particular clip, because people said, hey, Corey, this guy is saying, now this guy's been making videos. He made videos about me a long time ago. I remember he rattled off about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in a row. And this is at the time where, well, I won't say that. I was going to say something else, but yeah, no big deal. Okay, fine. Do you know how many videos people have made about me? All right, fine. I'm not going to sit and go over those videos. And I remember he said in the video, because someone said, hey, this person said this or this and that or whatever, go check out this video, send me the link. All right, fine. And then in the chat, he's saying, hey, yo, chat. I said, okay, fine. Maybe I should go, maybe I should talk to him. Okay, you're more than welcome. And at the time, you were able to come on the live stream, the open mic live stream. By the way, you still are. People still are able to come on the open mic live stream and have a conversation. I want to talk to Corey, but Corey doesn't want to talk to me. So later this year, or the last few weeks, I think I just saw, I thought it was like 3 videos. He's made 5 videos in a row about me. No problem. Make 10 more. Make 30 more. It really doesn't bother me. But when you call me a liar, and a hypocrite. I'm a liar and a hypocrite. You make it out that I'm lying and that I'm a hypocrite. Then fine. Listen, let's just because it's a bigger issue than just you. But let me just play him and y'all see what I'm talking about.
In that he has said multiple times that he will not have a conversation with me, and he won't have a conversation with me. Why? Well, according to him, I'm unruly and he can't have one. So we're not only going to prove today that that's not the case, but that I'm willing to have a conversation right now. So if any of Corey's folks are watching, or if they like to pull up, we'll be here for a minute. Then I went ahead and reached out, and via the comments we exchanged, but our beloved brother David A reached out to him and said, you should pull up to the live and have a convo with him. Then was told on multiple occasions that he will not have a conversation with me because I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. Even though we've had a conversation, it was lively, quite a bit ago, but I don't think anything's changed on my side. What seems to have changed is that Corey has embarked on some debates where he hasn't done well at all, and where I think that he's backpedaling now on having conversations openly. So what he does is he says he'll...
Now, a couple of things. I have had people say, hey, you lost that debate. You lost. Okay, well, how? What point did I lose on? What was the point? For example, someone said, well, you said that he brought up his scholars. Well, what did the person who brought up his scholars say? I don't know. Oh, well, let me ask a question. Were you against once saved, always saved before the debate? Yeah, that's of the devil. Well, then obviously I lost the debate before we had the debate, didn't I? That guy cooked you. Okay, fine. You know what I've never done? And I never will do. I'll never say, man, I killed that guy. I destroyed that guy in that debate. Man, I cooked him. I ate his lunch. I did all the whatever vernacular you can have. I'm never going to come out and say, yeah, I won that debate, because that's not the eye of the beholder. That's how do you win that? And so I'm backpedaling. I literally have had, not this past Friday, but the Fridays before then, if you disagree with me, come on live and have a conversation. And it's for the people. It was for the people that disagreed. But I'm backpedaling, not looking for. And then the one on internal security, well, these people are weak. I don't know where these guys came from. Well, why didn't you show up? So and you understand, okay, if you can't win, and I'm not trying to win. You guys can make videos and say this and that or whatever, but I'm going to say something now. I told David, matter of fact, no. I'll tell you what I told David. David said he'll correct it and speak to this guy, but I said, no, I'll do one better. I'll speak to him publicly, and if he wants to have a conversation after that, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
He'll speak to anybody. And his last live, we went over it. We reviewed it, where he's going after the quote-unquote demon slayers, Isaiah Saldivar, Pagani, Mike Signorelli, and I think Vlad at times. He goes at all of them. And he did a live where he ignored our brother David's conversation, have a conversation with me about doctrine. This is not personal. So
his point is, Corey, you call up the demon slayers and you want to have a conversation with me. You want to have a conversation with them, but you want to have a conversation with me. That's being hypocritical. Well, no, I'll have a conversation with any of you guys. It's not the issue. But his point is, I need to go to his channel. Set up a time and go to his channel. I haven't made that demand of Isaiah Saldivar or Mike Signorelli or Vlad or Pagani or anyone else. I need to talk to you, and you got to do it here on my channel. I've never said that. Matter of fact, I've even said we can just do it privately. We can exchange texts. We can exchange emails, what have you. I'm not, but you can't demand, I want to talk to you, Corey. You're wrong, and I want to prove you're wrong. Come here to my channel when I tell you to. Well, excuse me? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Now, he's mentioning about David A. sending or asking me to come up, and then I said, no, I don't want to talk to you. First of all, let me do this real quick on the fly. I didn't do it at first, but let me pull up something real quick. I need to set up something, and I want to show you. I want to show you all the text. I want to show you the whole text, but I want to show you something. And if I can figure it out, there it is. Click right there, and then click. No, hold on, wait a second. Let's go right here. There it is. Click on this, and bring this down. Now, can you all see that? Can you all read that? David Acosta sends me a text. Now, he sends me a text real quickly. Does anybody know what else I do that you at least know that I do? You all know that I'm in seminary. I've got a lot of classwork to do, and I'm behind on a lot of things. Corey, as someone asked, let's put on the screen, someone asked, why don't, Corey, as Kelly asked, why don't you text? I do text. It just takes a while. Do you know what's funny? Do you know my family can be in the same house with me and text me? And they'll say, hey, honey, or hey, daddy, or hey, so, did you get my text? You're down the hall. Why are you texting me? Why are you texting me? And okay, fine. Let me go. Like my youngest daughter, she'll say, she calls me old man. Old man, did you get my text? You're right here. Well, go look at my text. Are you serious? So fine. I'll go look at the text. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I have a text demon. Yeah, I have a demon of texting, so I don't look at the text. But now I want you to look at something. I'm really busy. I'm bad with my time management. But look at this screen. I want y'all to notice a couple things. First of all, you see the blue 99? The blue 99 indicates that's how many, if I'm correct, y'all tell me I might be technologically incorrect, but the blue 99 indicates that there are 99 unread text messages, right? Is that what that means? I think that's what that means. 99 unread text messages. So I got all those unread text messages, and some of those unread text messages are family members. Some of them might be important. It could be, hey, listen, I got a flat tire and there's 4 bad guys hanging around me. Can you come get me? Doggone it, you're dead. You are dead because I didn't see it. You are dead because I didn't see it, because I'm sorry. So, but then also go back and look at this. I want you to also look and see the time that David sent me the text. This is a video that Mahler is doing. Once saved, always saves. At Smart Christians need to repent. Mahler doesn't know the Greek. And then he sends a text, says, brother, can you join? Look at the time. The time is 8:27. The time is 8:27. First of all, I didn't see the text. And had I seen the text, heck no, I'm not coming. Now, he did call me a little later on and asked me. No, I'm busy. I'm doing work. I've got to do I've got papers to write. As a matter of fact, I had a paper that was due like a couple of days, pretty long paper. So, no, I don't have time. Sorry, no. Well, would you be interested in having a conversation with Mahler? I don't have a problem having a conversation with Mahler. However, he's been asking to have a conversation with me for the longest. I get a little suspicious when a person who constantly wants to have a conversation with you keeps asking to have a conversation with you, because I'm a little leery about it, because what is your angle? But fine. But you got to go to his channel. I'm not going to his channel. I'm not. No, I have a time that anyone wants to come. It was 8:27 p.m. Layla, not a.m. It was p.m. You can come over here any time. But I said what I said about him so that he'll know. he has been dishonest, and I think he's untrustworthy. Well, why did he say that? The last time that he came on to talk about once saved, always saved. If y'all remember this, matter of fact, I know, Sheila, you might remember this. Monkey Moose, you might remember this. I know Chess remember this. When he came on the first time or tried to come on, his audio was messed up, and they went back and made videos and said that, yeah, I didn't want to have him on, and I was tampering with the audio. I sabotaged his audio and so forth, and all these things. Like, no, why all of a sudden when he came on, his audio didn't work and everyone else's? I don't know if you remember that. So accuse me of all these different things. I never brought this up to. I never brought this up to you guys because you know what? That's pointless stuff. But this is what he was saying on the other person's channel. But then they finally found out, no, it was the browser he was using. I tell folks when you come on, do not use Firefox. You have to use either Safari or Google Chrome. Well, all right, you're right. You're right. Well, did the person ever apologize? No. Did I ask him to apologize? No. I really don't care. But those are the sort of things that makes me say, okay, you know what? I don't know. But hey, listen, mea culpa. Maybe you realize what was wrong or whatever. Fine, it's water under the bridge. No big deal. But you keep saying things and doing things that make me say, I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the kind of people that I'm used to being around, the kind of men that I'm used to being around, the way we handle things and do things. Like I literally have a guy who has made 70 plus videos and says, I'm afraid to talk to him. And I've called the guy twice. And then even told his people he can come online to an open mic if you got a question. Or they can. Crickets. I'm a beta male. I'm weak. I'm scared. I'm this. All right, fine. Listen, I'll be all those things. Be all those things. Fine. Well, why is this a problem, Corey? Because this is indicative of Christian men.
We get to the point where I say live. Let's do it. Invite him. He fronts and pretends he wants to. He tells David A. he's not going to pull up. Then I do another live, and I say, what's up? You pulling up or what? You're fronting like you want to talk, and you don't. Then David A. speaks to him again today, and he says the same thing, that he will not speak to me. So just stop. If you're a Corey follower, if you're one of these Calvinists, one of these secret Calvinists that follow him, open Calvinist Osassers, and you want to come in here and defend and call me a liar and tell me that I'm not telling the truth, well, you're going to malign the name of a brother here that I think is blameless when it comes to this conversation. And that's David A. So if you want, take it up with him. And all you other folks that don't want him to speak to me, because you know what's going to happen. Michael Brown, the debate between him and Michael Brown, which is horrible for Corey, that's going to be a sweet dream for Corey.
Yeah, he's going to cook me. He's going to destroy me. He's going to make me wish I can go to somebody else that he says cook me. But let me say this also before I deal with this whole accusation. If you find a person that praises himself, that say, I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. Don't be in such a hurry to say that you're this, you're that. Children do that, not grown men. Men who really aren't after the attention of others. You think I got cooked by so-and-so? No problem. You think I got destroyed by somebody? No problem. Even if you think you destroyed me, no problem. No problem. Now, I don't know what to call him because he's an adult male, and all I know his name is Mahler. I don't know what his real name is. It might be Francis. It might be Ivan. It might be, who knows? Who knows? It could be Mordecai. Have no idea what his actual real name is. I don't have a nickname. I had a nickname by my mother. She gave me a nickname. My kids don't even know my nickname. My wife knows my nickname. I won't tell them what my nickname is. But that was when I was 5 or 6 or 7, 8. And every now and then she would call me that. Every now and then and Mama, stop calling me that. I'm Corey. Corey Minor. Sea Dog, yeah. There you go. Monkey Moose. I'm Sea Dog. I'll be Sea Dog. I'll be Sea Dog. Listen, I'll be Bald Man or Baldy. That's where the hair hate comes out. And I didn't even start it tonight. I did not even. I like that. C Block. I think I like that one. C Block. I like, doggone it, I like that. C block. No, Donna. No, no, no. Somebody ban Donna. That will get. Listen, I won't hit a woman. I won't hit a woman. But man, oh man, oh man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She said Coco. No. No. Coco. Are you serious? Coco. When we were in prison, it's a true story. We were in prison and this guy came off the bus. And we're in the TV room, and the guy's kind of talking to him, what you in for, this and that, because they're gonna run you down, see what you're about, and then they're gonna ask for your paperwork later. And the guy says, so what do they call you? They call me Chocolate. They call me Chocolate. And we looking at each other. I'm not gonna say what they said, but blank, no. You done lost your mind if you think I'm gonna call another man Chocolate. This one dude said, man, if you don't get your blank out of here, Chocolate. And dude said, hey man, listen, real talk, you need to get you another nickname. Listen, if they call you Chocolate in here, yeah, you're gonna be Chocolate, all right. You're gonna be Chocolate, all right. But yeah, that's really what the man wanted to. He didn't get it. He didn't last too long on that yard anyway. He didn't. Because there it is, that particular yard, it was all about respect and how you approach people and how people are going to come at you and so forth. So, but anyway, so now I got this guy. His head is in my brain. I got it. I'm looking at the guy right now. But anyway, so here's the deal. And so when I talked to David, and as I talked to David, I said, this was where the idea for this video came from. I said, David, there's something wrong with men. There's something very wrong with men, and I mean Christian men. I said one of three things. I said, David, either you lied, you gave him the wrong information, you gave him the right information, he misunderstood it, or you gave him the right information and he's lying about it. And so he says, well, didn't you say so? I said, no, I never said that. I said, I'm not interested in talking to him, but I will talk to him. And I said the reason why. I said he's more than welcome to come on here. And I even put it in he tagged me on one video. And so I responded and says, listen, don't know why you tagged me, but you are more than welcome to come on here and have a conversation with me if you want to. And I left it at that. I think I went back later and saw that his response was, no, I need to come over there. Okay, hold your breath. I'll be there. So, but here's the problem. Too many men, and ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where this comes from. Now, I'm always, by the way, I stand on this point. Always be ready to give a defense to everyone who asks to give you account up for the hope that is in you. In other words, that is your doctrinal defense, not defending yourself. Not always be ready to give a defense of yourself, but of the doctrine. And so in this case, it's about eternal security, yet with gentleness and reverence. So when I have a conversation with someone, I'll do so as cordially as I possibly can, but I'll still be bold. I'll still hold my ground. Now, his issue is this deal with eternal security. Fine. He says that I've got to retract or repent about something I said about the early church fathers. If you want me to, fine. I'm not a scholar on the early church fathers for good reason, because the early church fathers were not scholars. They didn't even have, the overwhelming majority of them didn't even have, you know what, I'll leave it alone, because just in case he brings it up, I can go ahead and bring that back up. But my premise is what I'm saying here. I've taken my scholarship to other people who are clear scholars, and they say, Corey, yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right. Okay, well then, if I'm right, then you can impugn me, but you can't impugn them. But we'll deal with that more, because it's not just about Mahler. And it's not just about the person who thought I was upset with him and could have literally called me. It's not about the person that's making all these videos and got my number. It's not about the folks that are following these people that also have my number, or they might be, you might be a Facebook friend. You might be able to message me if you want to. Now, if you message me, listen, good luck with that. If you message me, I might eventually get to them. I might every now and then be sitting there watching something and check something on instant messenger, but usually I don't. So by the way, if you're messaging me, you're probably not, you have a better time of texting me, a better time of emailing me and me responding. But if you do a friend request, and then, because what I do end up seeing though is when people tag me on Facebook, I do for some reason I see those, and then and then I'll see what they say. Okay, well, fine. I've got a question for you, Corey. Fine. You might have a better shot there. But you literally, there are ways to get in touch with me. But not just me, not about me. When you look at Christian YouTube, I see men that are just more interested in having people understand them. I need you guys to understand me, to see where I'm coming from. I need you guys to feel me. I know why. I know why the church is in such a disarray. Men want to be famous. Men want to be viewed as something special. Men want to be, if someone recognizes me out when I go out, I try to kind of, okay, yeah, that's me. Yeah. And I try to, matter of fact, now what I don't do is I try not to even wear a smart Christian shirt, because I don't want people to put two and two together. If they see me and see the shirt, like, I think I've seen that guy. No, nope. I try to get in and get out. But if you say something, hey, I seen your channel, this and that, or whatever, then we'll talk. But I think some of these folks, their egos have been hurt. Their emotions have been hurt. Someone has done them wrong. I don't know that men know how to deal with problems anymore. And that's concerning, because my daughters have to marry men. They don't have to, but they have to. They're going to interact with men. Where did we get to the point to where we are afraid to have someone say something bad? Some of you guys take yourselves too serious, so that in case someone says something bad about you, you got to be Johnny on the spot to come back and say, that's not what I mean. That's not true. You always want to defend yourselves. I literally hate how men always want to defend themselves. How men always want to make sure, listen, I'm not who you think I am. Okay. Who you think I am doesn't really matter. I do care what you think about the doctrine that I espouse. But if you think I'm not nice, if you think I'm too mean, or think I'm too soft, or you think I've been called a beta male, whatever, I've been called various ends of the spectrum, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. I would say ask the people that know me what they think. That's a problem. When I talk about what's wrong with men, Christian men are the first one to talk about, no, what about these women? Christian men are the first one to talk about, hey, what about these women? Oh, I'm sorry. Christian men are the first to say, yeah, but what about these women? Because that's how it comes across to me. We defend ourselves, but to what degree, Senior Conrad? I've seen people leave all sorts of comments or take pot shots at me in the chats or in the comment section, or make videos, and I know for a fact that a large portion of Christian men, especially these Christian men on YouTube, getting their feelings quickly. Matter of fact, is Chess Champ still in the chats? Matter of fact, all the moderators can attest to this, but particularly Chess Champ, because we've had this conversation a billion times. Not really a billion times, but we've had this conversation a lot. And the conversation goes like this: is if anyone gets insulting other folks in the chats, you can see them out. But if they're insulting me, you can leave them. You can leave them. And just like, no, I don't want them doing it. Now, let me tell you what Chess Champ would do. Let me tell you what Brian would do. He doesn't like folks coming at people that he's cool with. In other words, got your back. And I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. And I said, but yeah, give him a little rope. Nope, I don't want to. She was saying, I put him to sleep. Because it doesn't matter to me. When that judge told me, when that judge told me 240 months, when a judge tells me 240 months, here's your new best friend, Joey, and then you come back and call me a beta male, when you come back and say this, when you come back and say, why do you think what you just said bothered me when I just got past that judge telling me 240 months? Why do you think that bothers me? Why would what someone else says, who you don't even know the color of their hair or where they live or how fat or how skinny they are or what their bank account looks like, what their car, the person might not even have any friends. You care about what that person says more about what you know about yourself. Where do we get these men from? I just want to be seen. You know what? Now I'm worried. Yeah, see, you can insult me all you want, because you can insult me. You really can't. You really can't insult me. Somebody told me, Corey, you're just looking for clout. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Have you seen me go on any large channels? Now, think about this for a second. Have you seen me go on to any large channels? Now, some of the channels I went on are getting larger. I was on K-Dub's channel and at the time, I think he had like 10, 15,000. I think is he at 50,000 now or more than that? It's grown. I haven't gone on the large channel. Alan Parr made a statement that said, he and I are supposed to be having a conversation, getting together. I haven't pushed it. That's definitely a large channel. I haven't pushed it because okay, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't. I haven't gone on Justin Peters' channel. I haven't gone on Ruslan's channel. I haven't gone on any one of these other channels. I've gone on smaller channels, and I've had folks who are on smaller channels come on here. So I'm not necessarily looking for clout. I'm not looking for anything. I'm looking for a biblical conversation and discussion. Okay, yeah, look at, wow, 60,000. Okay, go ahead, Chris. So I'm cool with whomever. If you got 1 million or if you got 1,000, you got 100. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me at all. I'm concerned, though, with how men portray themselves. We got these Christian men, these men who are influencers because folks sit and watch them and listen to them and eat up what they say. But when you take in what they say, you're also taking in their behavior, their mannerisms. All the guys that don't like me, they can't find the guy that doesn't like me that can say, yeah, but Corey, we had a bad conversation. I don't like you can find one guy who probably might say that because I give him the blues. Yeah, one guy had a conversation with me and I told him, I said, listen, I think you're weak. I think your wife married a weak man. You want to talk about that? You want to have a conversation? I don't have a problem with telling you what I think. Now, was that a little of a low blow? Was that harsh? No, he had it. No, it was true. It was true. Because you sit and attack everybody else and you call everyone else all these different names or whatever, and you want to have a conversation and then you flee from a conversation and then tell everybody else that, well, that's fine. I'm not going to make it public, but you and I know that if we're in the same room together, one of us ain't talking the same way. Chess Champ knows who it is. I didn't bring his wife. No, Cecil, I didn't bring his wife into it. Are you talking about my wife now? No, I'm not talking about your wife. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. And I told the guy ahead of time, you don't want to have this kind of conversation. For all this time, I've had these kind of conversations, and if that's where you want to go, listen, we can play the dozens. I can listen. I'll talk with a room full of Muslims or a room full of atheists or whoever else, and we can have fun and go on. You guys can't handle it. But if you ask me a question about the doctrine, again, 1 Peter 3:15, sanctify the Lord in your hearts. Always be ready to make a defense to everyone, to whoever it is that asks you to give an account. Does that mean I gotta go to you, to your channel? No. I don't have to no. But if you come to me, fine. Fine. What about, you want Isaiah and those guys to have a conversation? I would love to ask some questions. Would love to ask questions. They don't want to. No problem. No problem. I'll ask someone else, hey, you can make this happen. Can you at least give us a chance to just talk behind the scenes? I'll try. Didn't work. All right, fine. I'm not worried about it. I promise you I'm good. I promise you I'm good. I got to go back here and do some homework, do some studying, listen to some lectures, do some other things, take care of my wife. take care of my kids, take care of my grandkids. Matter of fact, my grandson today, we were out of town today, and because the church, this was close, about an hour or so away from Austin. I forget how far away this church was, where my grandson was baptized. So it was me, my wife, and all four of my grandchildren, and two of my children, my second oldest husband, and his family, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And then for the first time ever, I went to Buc-ee's. Anybody ever been to Buc-ee's? It is the most, to me, it's the most overrated place. It's like the Walmart of gas stations. And you'll go there and you'll spend $1 billion. So I guess I was told that they're known for their clean bathrooms. I didn't go with my wife when they said, yeah, they are clean. Okay. Hey, there's Chris right there. So I had a wonderful day. And I'm going to have a wonderful evening because guess what? The Cowboys lost. And my Colts are about to come on in a few minutes. So I'm going to kick you guys off. It is crowded. It is crowded. It's overrated. And the next time I drive past one, I'll pull in it again. I'll pull back into that Buc-ee's again. Hey, now leave Buc-ee's alone. It's a nice place. There's 1 trillion people there. There is a if if an enemy of the United States wants to do some damage, that enemy, all he has to do is just shoot a missile at Buc-ee's. You're gonna get about 5,000 people there at one time. How old is he's 4 years old? He's 4 years old. He is easily the most thoughtful 4-year-old ever. He is the most thoughtful 4-year-old. And he talks in a way that's like, he can't be 4, but he's also funny. And he's by the book. He is by the book. This guy is going to be a doctor, a lawyer, and an accountant at the same time. He's really smart. And so he was asking me a question the other day, and I was talking to him, and I gave him a question about, I forgot what it was. And he stopped and thought. And he says, Pop, I think you should go now. He was tired of me. I think you should go now. But he's 4. He'll be 5 in about a month and a half. No, on January 1st, his birthday. He says we stop the world to celebrate. We shoot off fireworks to celebrate his birthday. So January the 1st is his. Buc-ee's is a Texas thing. They don't have it anywhere else? Okay. Yeah, he does. He does. He talks about Jesus all the time. Now, how solid is he? Don't know. There's no way to know. And if he were to give us his doctrine, I'm pretty sure my 4-year-old grandson would sound like a heretic. And we got to call him out. We got to call out my 4-year-old grandson. No, they call me Pop. Well, the oldest calls me Grandpa. The second oldest, she calls me. She asks me about the Trinity. Yeah, I have no, because then you guys gonna have to make a video about him. He might, and listen, I'll tell Marcus he has a better grasp on the Trinity than he does, right? But the second oldest grandchild, she calls me Pop or Grandpa, and then the other two, the two youngest 2 boys, they call me Pop. Corey is the bad one. He's not bad. He's just, y'all pray for Corey. Really, don't pray for Corey. Pray for his mom and his daddy and his brother, because Corey is something else. He is as stubborn as they get. He jumps on his brother. He's amazing. And he's 2. He's a boy. He likes to wrestle. He likes to jump on stuff. He likes to hit stuff. He likes to do stuff. And he figured out how to get into these child-proof, into these right here. These child-proof Claritons. They're in here now because I struggle with these things. I can't, it's hard to get into this thing, right? Some kind of way, he opened it up, he got into this thing, and he took 2 of them. So we were worried. We called poison control, said, no, he's fine, it's only 5 milligrams. But how he got into it, I don't know. I don't know. But he got into 2 of them because it tastes like candy. He's something else. He is something else. Send him to Iraq or to Afghanistan. Send him over there. I promise you, he would get Iran, Afghanistan, Yemen, Iraq, Syria, all in order. They're like, y'all, come get this boy. He is something else. He is something else. And he loves Spider-Man. He loves Spider-Man. So anyway, I wish though, back to what I'm saying, and I'll leave you guys. This little emotional thing that we got going on, and I want to end this on a serious note. This little emotional thing that we have going on with men who always want to be validated, who always want to be recognized, who always want to be respected, whatever that means, who always wants you to think highly of them, who never wants you to think that they lost anything, but they won every debate, every conversation. Yeah, that's a problem. Because those are the kind of men that don't know how to treat women. And what I mean by not how to treat a woman, I mean that those are the ones that will abuse a woman because they don't see her as anything but a competitor. We've got a condition of weak-minded, weak-hearted men out there that complain about everything. YouTube is too hard. Well, quit YouTube. Go sew, go knit, go garden, go do something else. Stop complaining about the thing that you took up, that you decided. No one told you to push play. No one told you to hit record. No one told you to upload a video, and then you upload a video and someone has an issue with what you just said, and I don't like what you said. I don't like what you said. Well, I don't like what you said. Well, I don't like what you said. All right. I'm at a loss here. You guys need a safe space. You guys need to take some time off. You guys need how does a Christian man need time off from talking about the Bible? How does a Christian man need time off from talking about the Bible and get your feelings hurt when someone says I disagree with you? There's one guy that's in the chat. I forgot his. Let me look it up. I'll tell you the guy's name. And I said this guy makes a video about me I shouldn't say every other day. Let me type in Corey Minor. Let me type in Corey Minor. Corey Minor exposed. Corey Minor exposed. And let me go to I can tell you his name. He's in the chats all the time. And I don't have a problem with the guy. What's this guy's name? If I can find, doggone it. Hold on. Let me scroll past some of these other ones. You know what? Hold on. Let's do it this way. Corey Minor exposed. If I can find this guy, maybe a Smart Christian. I'm not sure how he does this. Smart Christian. And when I tell you the guy's name, Smart Christian exposed. Maybe it's on here. I just saw it the other day. It's like, wow, this guy got a lot of videos about me. I knew I've known for a while he's had a bunch of videos about me. If I can find this guy's name or this guy's video, whatever, I'll keep looking. But this guy is literally always in the chats, always, and he'll make a comment, make a statement, something like that, and I never bring it up about, hey, you made 40, 30, 20 videos about me. If I can find this guy's name. No, it's not Seiko. It's not him. It's not him. It's not him. I got to find this guy's name. I got to find him. Let's see. But my point is, it's no big deal. It really is no big deal. If I can find this guy, I can find this guy's name. I can find his video. But there it is. World Outreach Ministries. He's got a yellow or wooden looking cross inside of a black circle. He's always in the chats. I've never went at him. I've never said anything about him. And he makes a comment or a question. No big deal. No big deal. It's not personal. He disagrees with me. Now, I don't know if he even disagrees with me. Some of the titles have been like, wow, I'm horrible. I think I may have watched one of his videos. Okay, fine. No big deal. Love you, brother. I really do. Really do. Me and Joey. I just wish, though, other people would act like him. He seems to be more of a man than some of these other guys because he makes his video about me and we keep it moving. No big deal. No big deal. Chris made a video about me. I made a video about Chris. No big deal. We keep it moving. I don't know what Chris thinks about me behind the scenes. He might be have a voodoo doll of me and sticking pins in it. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. If I ever get the opportunity to help Chris, I will. If I ever get the opportunity to help any of those other folks that talk bad about me, there's not a person that had me on the phone and I didn't, if I could, at least try to help. And never also square away from being honest and upfront. Yeah, so you are. So look out for a Greg. He's a heckler. Okay. I like hecklers though. I love hecklers. But Christian men, not regular men, not unsaved men, not Christian women, Christian men. Do what Paul said. Do just what that verse says. We're looking at it. Act like men. Act like men. Be strong. If there's something that you have with somebody, go to the person if you can. Go. Matter of fact, if you think somebody's lied on you or done something against you and it bothers you, go to him. Go to him in private. Share him his faults. If he's hypocritical or lied on you, well, bring a brother in. Now, I was looking on the comment, the deal when I looked at this thing that David sent me. He said that the guy is willing to come on this Friday. Okay, Mahler might be on Friday. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'll be right here. And if not, I don't know. Make some more videos. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There you go. Stop thinking your opinion is that valuable. Doggone it, Mama Bates. She said what all the men ought to be able to understand. You men, Mama Bates is telling us, stop thinking your opinion is that valuable. It's not. Amen.